Hello everyone, Lynn here with a video for you all. Today we're going to compare and contrast the I guess I could say AliExpress, the Kinbor planner versus the Hobonichi Techo. They are both A6, they are both 2024 page a day planners. So let's go ahead and take a look at them. I will take them out of their covers, and that way we can have a better look at them. This is last year's pen. Let's see. Yep, 2020. No, this is this year's pen. I'm sorry, y'all. This is this year's pen. A person from one of the Facebook groups is actually gifting me a 2024 pen, Techo pen, because she ordered a bunch of planners. So she actually offered to gift me one when I said that that's what I was missing. So I greatly appreciate that. So let's go ahead and take a look at both of these planners. So as you see, this one's the Kinbor, this one is the Hobo. We're going to take a look at these from every aspect I can think of. So this video may be long, just saying. So looking at these from the side, they almost look the same. It kind of maybe look like the Kinbor, maybe a tad bit thicker, but that could be the cover. I don't know. But what do y'all think? To me, the Kinbor looks like it might be a tad bit thicker. And then seeing the spines, they both have 2024 written on them. And I think someone mentioned in a previous video what this means, but if I can find it, I'll see if I can place that here on the screen for you guys. So first off, on the first page, like I said, we're going to look at everything. We're going to look at everything. That way you all can make an informed decision on which one of these you want to buy. This guy right here is about 14 bucks. This guy right here, it varies. It varies, depends on where you get it from. So here, as we see, we have this real shimmery, shiny, I guess they call this a flyleaf. And as you see, this is like that fabric paper, I guess. Whereas here, very smooth flyleaf. Turning over to the first page, we have Hobonichi Techo 2024, and then we have, it just says 2024 Techo. To my knowledge, Techo means journal, if I'm not mistaken, so that's not something that's akin to just Hobonichi. So next page, as you see on both, we have the year at a glance. So here we have 2024 on one page, then we have 2025 on one page. Here we have 2023, 2025, and 2024. Again, I'm not for certain what this is here at the bottom, but that's what we have there. Also, you see it's more bold here, and as you see, since it's 1 year on each page, the little months are bigger than here. These are tiny. These are super small. So next we get into the month at a glance on both. They both have them 2 months on each page. They are both roughly the same size as you see here. The difference is here, this takes up the whole page. Here, they made, are they smaller or they look about the same to you all? Let me see. Let me bring it up so y'all can see. So we're going to put these kind of side by side here. Trying to line up the lines as best I can. So they look like they're about the same. They look like they're about the same. But as you see, Let's put January with January. So we have that. But as you see, there's a section at the top in the Kinbor that's just blank. So for instance, if you are using these for, let's say, some type of a tracker, you actually have space here where you can write these things out and then do your little key down in here. Whereas with these, you only have two spaces at the top. So I like that. I think that's cool. So this gives you, in my opinion, having this much space gives you more versatility of how you can use this as opposed to the Techo. But that's just me. Also, as you see, the sides here with the Kinbor, they're all gray. It's all the same color. Okay. With the Hobo, it looked like they kind of alternate colors for the months. So just wanted to point that out. Also, you see the bold font here. You see it's more of a grayscale. I do like the bolder font, but that's just me. So from here, you immediately go into, now here, this goes into March of the following year, whereas this you only have the whole year. It does not transfer over into the next year, as you see. It goes straightly from December into the monthlies. So, and also here, you actually get December of this year to prepare you for the following year. So that's something to look at as well. Also, looking at the months, as you see, Hobo up top and the Kinbor at the bottom, we have, again, starts with January, Hobo starts with December, Kinbor starts with January. Still with the nice bold font here, we have the grayscale again. You have January 2024, January 2024. They both write out January. And here we have Sunday in red. Here again, Sunday in red. Here you just have the month. You have the blank space here and blank space on the bottom. Same with the Hobo, blank space on the side, blank space on the bottom. Difference with the Kinbor. You have previous and following month, little tiny month at a glance. Either it'll be up top or on the bottom with your monthlies in the Kinbor. I like that. I know a lot of people don't. Let's switch over to February just so you can see the difference. You have January here and March here. So you have previous and forward months, either again in the top or in the bottom. But other than that, these are roughly the same. So let's put this here so y'all can see. Hobo on the left, Kinbor on the right. And they are roughly the same as far as the size of the boxes. Again, Hobo, nice bold font. Kinbor, more of a grayscale. You do have the week numbered here in both, as you see, where it says week 6, week 6. And so it does label the weeks. So let's move on to the next section. Just wanted to showcase that. And again, it goes into March of the following year. Whereas this, you only go through December. And then you get your forward page. So the difference between the two, again, this goes into March of the following year. This you only have till December. And then the following page is this page. I like this page. As you see if I could get that closer to you all. It says plan of a new year. Whereas the Hobo, it says turning the page to a new year. So essentially, these are kind of the same, you know. Only difference is you get half of the top two pages with the grid. The bottom half of the two pages, you get little boxes with each month from January to December. That is cool. Whereas here, it's just blank pages. Now, some of you may like that. Some of you may like this. I like this. I think it's nice. It's cool. I like it. And so yeah. Now let's move to the next page. All right. So the next page, again, they're kind of somewhat maybe similar. Also, let me point out, this is the English version of the Techo. As far as I know, Kinbor only makes these in, I guess, what are these? Are these Chinese planners? So they only make these in their language, which is okay. I don't mind that. I mean, I can't read it, but you can always use some washi to cover that up or leave it as is. It's kind of versatile in that sense. So we have January. It says coming up. As far as I know, that could say the same thing. I don't know, just in different terminology. Then we have full page, full page. So let's see. Let me bring this closer to you all. And as you see, to me, this paper kind of looked the same. So looking at the paper itself, to me, the paper feels the same. I'm telling you guys, to me, the paper feels the same. So I know that's not doing anything, but yes, to me, it feels the same. I'm just saying, it may be different, but it feels the same to me. Okay. So now let's look at the first day. So that way we can see the differences in the two. Hobo, Kinbor. We have one here, twice. And then I assume because it's the first day it's in red, I'm not for certain. You have Monday, January, week 1. Here is small. You have Monday, you see week 1 here. And it doesn't say, there it is. It says January there, but here it spells it out. Then we have, and this is the Kinbor, 3 spaces up top here. You can use this space for like your essential to-dos, whatever the case may be. And the Hobo is just blank. All of that is just blank. And then it begins here. You have noon to notate when noon is. You can count up and down from there. And then a little section at the bottom for your meals. Whereas the Kinbor, you have little dots. And then it goes to 7, 8, 9. So that's 7, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And then noon would be the little sun. And then it goes down to 5? Is that 5 p.m.? And you have the little tiny monthlies in here on the lower corner. Now, I know that a lot of people do not like these quotes. Some people state that they would actually purchase a Hobo if it didn't have the quotes. Well, here you go. You have the Hobo dupe, which is the Kinbor. This does not have quotes. So if you are looking for something akin to a Hobo, again, this is the A6 Techo. This is an A6 Techo. Then you can go with a Kinbor. I mean, I'm just saying. And it's like a fraction of the price. This is $15, whereas this is at least $45, $50. So we have the quote and we have the mini calendar. And then Sundays is bold. It circles the day of the week that we are on. Same here, but we have Sundays in red, so you still have some actual color there. It does still circle the day that we are in, but it looks as if their holidays are also outlined in red. I'm assuming that's what that is. So this one, the hobo actually has the moon phase as well. I don't see a moon phase here. I don't know how important that is to some people, but just to point that out, let's go into the following month just to give you, just a little bit of how they have it laid out here. Okay. Again, y'all, this paper, it kind of feels the same. I'm just saying. Y'all know, too, that we have that new Tomoe River paper now. As far as I know, I think the weeks will continue to use the old Tomoe River paper. I want to say they'll do that through next year, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all, I could be wrong, but from what I gather, I think it's through next year. Then they'll be switching over to the new paper. But here's February. And as you see, I don't want to mix it up. We have Hobo here on the left, Kinbor on the right. So here is the first page of both. This says coming up February. This just say 2/2024 with a quote up top here. Other than that, again, both of these to me look the same. The pages look the same, except the Kinbor, it might be a little less of a grayscale. It might be, their grayscale is a little lighter than the Hobo. So now, let's look at the first page. So we have Kinbor on the left and Hobo on the right, just so y'all can see. And then here, the two here, it's bigger in the Hobo, smaller on the Kinbor, grayscale again. You have the additional lines, 3 lines here up top, no lines here. You only have 12 and food, whereas here it is outlined for you, quote, no quote, mini calendar. So let's look at the mini calendars up close so y'all can see that. Kinbor, Hobo. And you can see those two. And as you see in the Kinbor, it says February. And again, Sundays is in red, whereas the Hobo, it does not say the date, the month, but Sundays is bold. The day is marked, whereas in the Kinbor, Sundays are red, and I assume these are holidays that are in red. I don't know for certain. So, yeah. Now let's go to the back here. So as you see, those are majority the same. Also, again, moon phase, no moon phase. One Thursday, February, week 6, week 5. This is the Julian date. So this is the 32nd day of the year. And then here in the Kinbor, you see 2 February the 1st, Thursday, week 5, 32. So this actually gives you the Julian date too and the week. But again, it has additional 3 spaces here, and in the Hobo, it's blank. So let's go to the back now. And then we'll check out and see what's back here. All right. So we have blank pages. So, okay, let me go and keep the Hobo on the left because that's where it's been. So here, they actually give you dot grid. Have they been doing that? I don't recall them. Okay, I haven't been in an A6 in a while, guys, so I don't recall this. But they give you a couple of dot grid pages. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. So you get 15 dot grid pages, and in the Kinbor, you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 16 pages. So Hobo, dot grid in red, Kinbor, the regular grid pages. And you get 16 pages in Kinbor, 14 in the Hobo. Then we have important contacts in the Hobo versus a schedule in the Kinbor. So we have a schedule and we have a gift list in the Kinbor. In the Hobo, we have important contacts. Then we have international size chart and conversion table. Kinbor, next page, we have, this says 21-day plan. So again, to those of you who know, it takes 21 days to break a habit. So if there's, something that you're working on trying to change, you can notate that here to try and break that habit, or you can use this for something else. But I think it's interesting that they have that here. I like that. I also like that they have conversion tables, size charts, a little tiny ruler and stuff in this as well. But generally, those of us who plan and use those types of things, we will have a ruler already, to go along with it. But still, it's still nice to have something like this, but you would have to cut it out. Because next in the Hobo, we have my 100, whereas here in the Kinbor, we have my favorites. So again, these are similar. So instead of numbering, they have little boxes here. So you can essentially fill out, I guess it's like a couple of lines per. Yeah, so and they're shaded. So it's like 2 lines per favorite. Whereas here you get 1 line for your My 100. So yeah, essentially that's, in my opinion, what this is. Plus you get 4 pages of that. 2, 4. Okay, here you get 2 pages. Okay, so there's that. Next, one thing I really like about the Hobo, which is really cool, and I've never seen this before, is an interview with myself. And then it asks you all these different questions that you fill out, or comments that you would have to fill in these little boxes. And in the Kinbor, we have little tidbits of information here, like the eye exercises and an encyclopedia. So like little useful information. So I do like this about the Hobo versus the Kinbor. Again, I can't read this, so to me this is just wasted real estate. And then the next page in the Hobo, we have Japanese style savory pancakes, and it tells you how to do it, and then it tells you different ways to eat it. I think that's interesting. And then here we have a map of China, which is also interesting. I don't know what all the I guess the red parts is the names of the places here, there in China. Next page in the Hobo is your details. So you can put in your personal details if you so choose, and then your unique number for your book. In the Kinbor, we have what looks to me like a time zone map. So we have that, followed by more information. So we have gourmet, recommended, so different things that they recommend that you can eat. Then we also have more information here, the 24 solar terms. Again, I can't read any of these things, but it will be useful to somebody. And then we have your details, and then of how you can reach the company and things of that nature. And then again, you have your unique number. And then here with the Kinbor, it just has a nice little gold foil seal. And then that's that. So yeah, I think these two are very interesting books. It's just on what you guys, what you want. So I've went through the entire both of these books into the entirety, so you can make an informed decision on which one you want to get for next year in 2024. God knows we're almost there, y'all. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to do this for you all. I feel things like this is interesting, and yeah, so let me know what you decide down below. And until next time, guys, take care, be safe, love one another, and we'll see you on the next video.